Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to today's webinar on TechGig.com. Today's webinar topic is WCS performance, profiling techniques, and tuning considerations. We are delighted to have Pratap Narasimhan, Senior Manager Technology at Sapient Netro. Pratap has over 12 years of experience in design and implementation of large-scale technology solutions in energy, entertainment, and retail industries, with about 4 years of specialized focus in e-commerce. In his current role, Pratap is accountable for end-to-end performance and scalability of a multi-channel commerce platform for one of the largest retailers in North America. Gentlemen, this presentation will continue for next 45 minutes and we will take your questions after the presentation. You can ask your questions by typing in the chat pane available in webinar control panel. So without further delay, I invite Pratap to present this webinar. Over to you, Pratap.
All right. I assume everyone is able to hear me. Keshav, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please continue. Thanks.
Okay. Just give me 5 seconds before we get started. Okay. Thank you. First of all, thank you guys for taking time out to attend this webinar. In this webinar, we'll talk about how to achieve high performance for an online retail store built on Websphere Commerce server. Now, before we jump into specifics on Websphere Commerce, tuning, and levers, I'd like to spend a few minutes in performance in general, like why is performance critical for the success of an online retail store? How does high performance impact shopping behavior? Secondly, how do we approach performance tuning in an e-commerce system? After we address these two for about 10 minutes, then we'll switch focus to core WCS or Websphere Commerce Server specific tuning levers, where we'll talk about various tuning levers at different tiers. And finally, in the last 15 minutes, we will cover how do we diagnose performance issues in Websphere Commerce, right? How do we understand the performance characteristics of a JVM running on Websphere Commerce? So I think before we get started, I think we should also try and define what do we mean by high performance, right? So if you look at today's context, right, large online stores, right? When I mean large online stores, the likes of Amazon, Target, or Walmart, right? They do more than roughly about 5 million, right, in online sales on a regular day, and in peak days, the sales could almost go 3 to 4 times. To 15 to 20 million, right, on holidays, events like Black Friday or Cyber Monday, etc. What this really translates is, the system should be able to, support up to 40,000 orders placed every hour, right? Not just that, but also, roughly anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 page views every second, right? Yes, this means that every second in peak traffic, we have 1,500 to 2,000 people hitting any pages in your website, and at this load, right, at this high traffic, the page should render in 2 to 3 seconds. So this is high performance, right? A cool website should not even blink under these loads. So this is a problem statement that we will try in the next 1 hour. So moving on to the next slide, right? Just one moment. Okay, so let's start talking about why are we even talking about performance, right? So this